Okay, today is Tuesday the 23rd of June. I am going to do this video. Basically, and this video is the truth and nothing but the truth, right? So who feels it knows it. Basically, I met this criminal woman, Jonah Milton. I met her online, which is on my Facebook page. It's not a dating site. I met her on Messenger and Facebook. When I met Jonah Milton, it was in 2019. 2019, I met Jonah Milton. I think it is somewhere around in January 2019, I met her online. When I met Jonah Milton online 2019, Jonah Milton, she told me that she had a friend named Diane and she had a friend named Marcia, right? And there's another lady that lived at her house where she and that lady sleeping on the same bed, right? But she want the woman out of her house because she and the woman go to the same church. I don't remember the lady's name, right? Anyway, she told me that she had 3 daughters. One named Ebony. One named, she had a son named JR. And she had another daughter named Lexi. And she had another daughter, I don't remember her name, right? Anyway, she told me that she married to this man by the name of Michael Anchard from St. Andrew and Barbican he's from, right? She told me that the man was living in Canada and the man wanted to come across to America, so she get him across, right? Anyway, she said that she and the man leave, they separate for about 17 years and she live in Miramar, Florida, and she owns 7 houses. That's what she told me. Anyway, what will happen, she told me that her dad is in Florida and she had a brother by the name of Richard in Florida, and she had a brother by the name of Donald living, he's in prison, but he live in Philly, but he's in prison. He used to work at the airport as an airport supervisor, which he got caught with drugs and money laundering. That's what he was charged for. Say, his name is Donald Hamilton. So anybody can look up for him online and they can find him. Donald Hamilton. He get, I think it's 8 year or 9 year get in prison. Okay. She had another brother by the name of that one live in New York, right? I spoke to him several times. Okay. Her mom is not so well because she have I think is memory loss and so forth, right? The mom live with the dad in Florida. When that was in January, we spoke on Messenger till we exchanged numbers and so forth. I spoke to her friend Diane. Diane there with this man named Shatta. I spoke to her friend named Marcia because she claimed to say she purchased a car for Marcia, right? Use her credit and purchased the car for Marcia because Marcia doesn't have a credit. She told me that Marcia have a daughter. The daughter is very rude to her, and the daughter big and fat, but Marcia have some form of sickness. She told me that her friend named Diane, Shatta not doing anything for Diane, and Shatta cook in yard and sell food, and you know, a lot of things she told me about Diane. But I am gonna get to the point, right? Basically, one night, me and Jonah Milton, because I was living with my girlfriend, right? She's a teacher, but The reason why I leave her and speak to Joan, because there was something was going on between me and her. I'm not going to disclose it. And I decided to look, I am not going to be with her like this. So, but I'm not going to disclose it anyway. Anyway, because I don't really discriminate women and I don't talk anything between me and a woman, I don't really discuss it. But the thing with this, why I have to come out with all of these stories, Joan Hamilton, she's a criminal and she's a wicked woman, right? She's a wicked people, she's a witch, right? And I am not going to put my mouth around and talk about Joan Hamilton and Chad from Miramar, Florida. Okay. What she did, she took my picture and sent to a science man in Jamaica. When she take my picture and sent to the science man, Joan Hamilton have the audacity. She called me on my phone while the science man was on the phone, right? But when she called me, she have the science man on another phone, but I could hear the conversation, right? For sure, said the woman, she's very evilous. He's a very evil woman. That time I don't even meet the woman. The woman go on Facebook and take out my picture of them and send to the science man. So when the man was on the phone talking to her, say he might read her because the man charged her $500 US, right? She said, because she said a Diane tell her to do it, that a Diane would do it, shut up. She said that the science man is somewhere in a Watchy area, somewhere like somewhere around that area, or Mandeville. That's where the salesman based. So anyway, she put me on the line and say listen to the conversation. Don't say nothing. So the salesman started to tell her, say, oh, she's a bit older than me and I am not going to want her after I back then start job and her face start get lean up or then job because basically I am much more younger than her. That's what the salesman tell her. Right? The man that she claimed to say a salesman. Right? So I was on the phone listening. Anyway, when somebody holding a conversation and the conversation that they are holding is like the people is around so they don't want them to hear the conversation. So the man come out of the building, right? And tell her that him like him up on a hill, I talk to her on the phone, right? And the man I lecture to her and so forth and I say, oh, the man start telling her some things. So anyway, by this, she come off of the phone. When she come off of the phone with the man, I ask her, I said, Joan, why you do something like this? I say, you don't know me, I don't know you. So why you send me a picture to science man? And I said, this is rude. And she started telling me, say, Diane, tell her to do it. I know Diane have her picking them and the picking them have to live all over in the United States because she don't have a proper address and she don't have no paper in the country. And, I look at things she talk about Diane, right? Anyway, it happened as one day she called me and she said to me, say she got some phone, so she gonna send the phone them down to me and a laptop because me don't want a laptop to do some things. She said she ever send down to me. When she do send the things, them have some holes in a way where none are use, right? When we go pick them up at the shipping company, up at Harvard Tree, we go pick them up, right? Just as they pass the road, we pass Stone Love Road there, there's another road there where there's a shipping company there. I don't remember the name of the shipping company. That's where I go pick them up. Anyway, when I get them, and some of those things where she just send to me, they custom the whole upon them because them say there's no clearance with those, right? So they allow those in the country. Anyway, it happened that when she called me, I asked her if I get them and say yes, I got them. But the laptop could I use. Yeah, it was one of them what do they call it now? It was one of them note, and there's another laptop that she sent. That one of the key did missing, right? So basically, only the note was working properly. None of the phone wasn't working, and they couldn't work because our old phone them, the phone they have password. Like when people thief people phone and they send it to another country, so you have to go through the process to get those unlocked, right? And I couldn't bother to go through those. And some of the phone them, they screen and crack on, yeah. So anyway, she now planned to come to Jamaica. When she planned to come to Jamaica, she planned with her dad, which is Fabian Hamilton. When she planned with her dad, and she and her dad came to Jamaica, I think it was in, let's say we meet January, February, March, April. I think was in April. She and her dad came to Jamaica. When they came to Jamaica, April, when she was coming to Jamaica, she told me to come at the airport to meet her. What she did, because the first time I will meet her, and I'm gonna see her in a real life, she sent a picture of her father, which is Mr. Fabian Hamilton. When she sent a picture of her father, so when I come to the airport, I will see the father. So anyway, I went to the airport. I wear a red pants, a red shirt, and I wear a red cap and a red sneakers, and go to the airport. I tell her what I'm going to wear to the airport, so when she comes to my airport, she will see me. Anyway, when I reach at the airport, when I look, I see our dad, which Mr. Hamilton, Fabian Hamilton, the porter them push him out in a wheelchair. I come out. When he came out, Joan Hamilton was behind. As she's come out and she see me, and she said, "Carl, you alright?" So I say yes. And she hugged me up and so forth. And anyway, first time I called him Mr. Hamilton. And he said, "Oh, you know me?" I say, "Yeah, I got the picture right here." And he said, "Okay." The dad, because Joan Hamilton had the money. Joan is just around a big boasters and a wicked and a criminal woman. When Mr. Hamilton booked a Juta from the airport to take him to 21 Federal Road in a Barbican. 21 Federal Road, Barbican, right? That is in St. Andrew. The dad booked the Juta, and the Juta take with to 21 Federal Road. When we get to Federal Road, I and Joan Hamilton and Mr. Hamilton, which is Fabian Hamilton, which is Joan Hamilton's father. When we get to 21 Federal Road, the dad have 5 houses, right? So what did dad do? One of the house, him rent one tenant near Scott. One side of the house, just a 1 bedroom, a kitchen and a bathroom and a living hall. Scott have. Then behind, you have a 2-bedroom house with some girl living there. I think it's all like 3 sisters living in that 2-bedroom house at the back, a female. All right. Him rent that 2-bedroom for, I think it is $35,000, right? In rent Scott, they 1 room and the hall and the kitchen, and for $20,000. So he have a section for himself with 2 rooms. So on that side is where they stay when they go to Jamaica. Anyway, I and Joan were staying in that room. Yeah, because that side have 1 kitchen, dining, and living hall, and 2 room and bathroom. Because another room was at the back where there's a cousin, which is Mr. Hamilton, I think it's his nephew or grandnephew, was staying at the back in that room there, right? So he might have access to the kitchen and so forth. Anyway, it happened as while we were there, Mr. Hamilton said that he asked his niece them to collect the rent a year time, a month time. So when he come down, when he go to Jamaica a year time, he collect the money from them or them, and they put the money in a NCB bank account, right? Mr. Hamilton go over to the niece them and him and Joan Hamilton, and I think they went and collect some money. So when they came back to the property, they call a man named Jimmy, which is Mr. Jimmy. Mr. Jimmy live across the gully in a Barbican. When Mr. Jimmy come, and you know, because I know Mr. Jimmy a long time and Mr. Jimmy will do things to them and so forth, and Mr. Jimmy came to the property and we were there and we and Mr. Jimmy talk, and so Joan said to me, say, "You're not hungry, Mr. I say, yes." Mr. Jimmy say, "You eat something too?" So Joan said, "Right. We are going to go out to Reddy's Road to buy something." So Mr. Jimmy said, "Okay, I know about a restaurant at Reddy's Road." So when Mr. Jimmy see a carman and stop the man, it was a silver car, which is what they call him car there, oh my god, I don't remember the name, but it's a silver car we get into. Anyway, when I remember my name, I will talk. When we get into the car, we drive to Reddy's Road, and we're going to the restaurant. I will buy 3 food. My food was a fish. Joan's food was chicken, and Mr. Jimmy's food was chicken. When I taste the food, I find that the food is the overnight food, because the fish, you know, them rotten fish, and you know, so I said, no, I can't eat this. Anyway, I took the fish and the food, I take it back to the house. She take back for her food. She eat some of it, and I don't know, she never finish it. Mr. Jimmy eat her feed. Because you know, a tone man and so forth, and they eat anything, and you know. So anyway, the man charged me $1,200 to take me down to the restaurant and take me back to the house. Alright, Joan gave Mr. Jimmy the $1,200 to pay. Remember, Joan don't have the money, because Joan have to get money from her father, which is Mr. Hamilton, right? You know, friends and family come over and so forth, and you know, everybody was there talking, and I do the cooking and everything, yeah. It happened as, but you know, I see a lot of red flag, and I still bypass red flag them, right? Anyway, it happened as one day now, I was there, and I only have 1 suit down there, with just the suit that I wear go down, right? So, Mr. Hamilton, which is Joan's father, is Mr. Hamilton's brother-in-law, right? He's going to have a party when you go Narbrook, right? He's going to have a party up there. So, Mr. Hamilton said that me and Joan and him and Mr. Jimmy going to go up there. So anyway, we go up to the party. When we go up to the party, Joan started to say the man are there with him daughter, right? That are because his auntie was along with the man, and Joan Hamilton claimed to say the man kill him auntie, use pillow and put over the auntie and kill the auntie, right? And so the auntie dead. So the next daughter, the one daughter will live there with the man. Joan Hamilton claimed to say that man are there with that daughter, right? When you hear me I say, that's what Joan Hamilton said, right? Anyway, them look about pork and all different type of food and so forth, and drinks, and you know, we eat and drink and so forth. Anyway, we'll leave, because I think it was a guy named Trevor from across the gully in a Barbican. They bring me up there. We'll leave from up there in the night, and we went back to Barbican to 21 Federal Road. The next day, I think it was around the Monday, I said to Joan, I said, look, I only have 1 suit here with me. So what I'm going to do, I am going to go back home and get some clothes to come back to Kingston. So when I came back, then basically, you know, so she said to me, say, all right, bring clothes where you can wear, go to church. So I said, all right, I'm going to bring some jacket suit. So I bring 3 jacket suit with me, go down there, right? And I bring like I think around 3 pair of shoes and like 4 pair of sneakers I bring with me when I'm going back. And jeans pants and so forth, and shirt and t-shirt and Gansey, Marina, boxer shorts, you know. I bring everything with me. Going back down there. Because even my charger, I bring my phone charger because I never did have my charger with me. Anyway, when I get back to Kingston, Joan said to me, said, we was going somewhere. I don't remember where we went. Me and Joan and Mr. Jimmy. So we get back to, when we go to the mother's, it's like the mother's party. Right around at the terminus where you have the Barbican bus them park up, and I think the bus them will go Abapu and Airport and so forth, and Bull Bay where them bus park up, right? We went to the mother's there. So when we went to the mother's, it's like a young lady who at the customer service, she was looking at me. June said, start the cuss, oh, she look on you, so, oh, she look on you, so, you know her, are you girl, you know, and that's the red flag. Because I not know the woman. The first me ever got, because I not really eat mother's party. So I was so upset. I was so pissed off. Anyway, I come out of the place. I don't think I did eat none of the party neither, but then buy, and went back to the house, and she started apologize. Everything that woman do, she apologize and say she wrong. When she know that she wrong from first. Anyway, it happened as while we were at the house, the Sunday now, I and Joan went to church because the same church Mr. Jimmy go. Mr. Jimmy go to the same church in a Barbican. When we went to the church, and we were there and so forth, and at the church, Joan started telling people them how he was born robbing man, he was born take away house them and so forth. So I said something alright with this man. Joan even tell the woman, one of the church sister in the church, that she have a hairdressing parlor, right, in America, and Joan have no hairdressing parlor. She tell the woman, say she's a hairstylist, and Joan no have a hairdressing parlor in America. Joan is not working. Because Joan tell me, say she was doing a job for some Spanish people where she look after one whole woman, but she only look after the woman for 3 days because there's somebody else who come and look after that woman who work full time, another Jamaican lady who work full time. So since me and Joan was talking on the phone, I saw Joan left that work, that because she used to go and pick up the woman and take the woman in her car. She claims they said the woman rank up her car because the woman is old, right? And she used to carry the lady in her car front. Yeah. Anyway, she left. She stopped look about the woman. I don't know, for some reason she stopped. So because she said that the money with them appear never enough. So if you work 3 days and you get $500, then enough money that you get. Yeah. You know what people work? You know what people are working at the US a week time, and just I get $500. Some of them I get under $500. Anyway, it happened that she left the job. While Joan was in Jamaica, Joan and Mr. Hamilton, which is our father, they stayed in Jamaica for around 2 months. They start to call her because she have a sister named Jean. And they start to call her and say, one of the brother called us, I open to daddy that Jamaica and so forth. And so Mr. Hamilton said to Joan, said, look, you live in America a long time, you don't have nothing, and I am going to put you on your foot. Mr. Hamilton said, look, the money that I am collecting for the rent, I am going to give you 1 year to collect the rent. And I am going to give Morris a year. I am going to give Richard a year. And I am going to give Jean a year. And I am going to give the one in the prison, which is Donald, a year. Right? So each one of you going to get a year to collect the rent for yourself. So that money are funo. All right. The tree house that him rent out, he rent one for $35,000, and he rent the section of that house for $20,000, and he rent. They have another 2-story house where he rent to a lady and his son for $45,000, right? The other 2 houses, the niece them living at those 2 houses, so him say leave them 2 houses there because he will deal with it with him niece them and that. Anyway, Mr. Hamilton said that him going to, before him said that him going to take John to the bank. One of the tenant named Anthony Scott, will live at the house, the house where the father stay when he come to Jamaica. Anthony Scott tell John say credit union can lend our money to buy property at Jamaica, and credit union will lend you money to do any business once you join them. Anyway, me never know the story. Mr. Hamilton said to me, and John said, Carl, we are going to go to Matilda's corner at the NCB Bank. So, you come with me, and we are called Jimmy. If you come. So when they call Mr. Jimmy, and they call me, they said to me, all right, get ready for coming. Me and Mr. Hamilton, and me and Mr. Jimmy, and John. We walk, and we go take, I think we take a bus, either a bus or a taxi we take, and go straight over Matilda's corner. When we go to Matilda's corner at the NCB Bank, I'm telling you about in 2019, right? When we go there, Mr. Hamilton draw $200,000. Say that thing going to put Joan Hamilton and Chad on her foot because she not have nothing. She lived in the United States for 40 years and she not have nothing. So he draw the $200,000. When Mr. Hamilton draw the $200,000, Mr. Hamilton was afraid to come out of the bank with the $200,000. Mr. Hamilton said to me, say, call my niece me and tell my niece to call Trevor, that I want driver from Barbican named Trevor will come Mr. Hamilton all around. Right? So anybody who see the video can know something like me I tell. I call the niece, and when I call the niece, I tell her what Mr. Hamilton said. The niece called Trevor. So when we were coming out of the bank, one of the security guards said to Mr. Hamilton, said, look, just the other day, somebody get robbed here, where as soon as they draw the money and come out outside, the robber then wait upon him and take away money. So Mr. Hamilton saying not going out there until Trevor comes. So when Trevor come now, me go out first, and then Mr. Jimmy come out behind me, and then Mr. Hamilton come out, and then John come out. I will go in a Trevor vehicle. When we go in at the 7-seater with Trevor drive, we go to Arthur Tree. When we went to Arthur Tree, we go to the credit union. When we go to the credit union, them John and his father, and then going at the bank in the credit union, and me and Mr. Jimmy sit down and wait on them, and then do what them for do, and she get the account open, and they lodge $200,000 in the account, 200,000 Jamaican dollar in the account. When they lodge $200,000 Jamaican dollar in the account, we get back in a Trevor vehicle. When we go back, because no, I call back Trevor and Trevor come and pick me up, and we go back in the vehicle. When we go back in the vehicle, we went back to the house, 21 Federal Road. I, Mr. Jimmy, and Joan, and Mr. Hamilton. When we went back to the house, Joan said to me, said, Carl, Scott tell me that I can get money from the credit union, so that's why I opened the account, because I want to come back to Jamaica, to live in Jamaica, and daddy going to help me with some money, so I will get the rent and some food, so we can do business at Jamaica. Anyway, I said to Joan, I said, Joan, what are you talking about making money? I said to her, I said, you working in the United States? No. I said, what sort of income you have coming in? I said, you having a business? She said, no. I said, you think the credit union will take up the money and give it to you like that? You think the credit union going to lend you money to buy a house or to do any business, and you don't have no source of income that coming in? You don't have no sort of income where coming in, where you can show them, say you have money coming in. So we are doing foolishness, right? So, I say, what you need to do, right? Like when you have the rent you're going to collect, right? Which is, I think is $95,000 a month, right? All you need to do is go back to the credit union and tell them, say, and ask them if you can open a US account, right? Then if you have a US account, your money will always valued. But if you don't have a US account, you have a Jamaica currency account, your money not a value. So me and her went back, both of us went back to the credit union. And when we went back to the credit union, she asked them questions, and then tell her, I said, no, the only money that they do is Jamaica currency. She would have to go to the Jamaica National, or go to NCB or Scotiabank to do a US account. Jamaica National Bank is what I joined, and I joined NCB Bank. So I have two accounts at Jamaica National, which is a US currency account, and I have a Jamaica currency account. Anyway, she tell them, say she want a job at the $200,000 from the account. They tell her, say she only can get $190,000. She job at the $190,000 and left $10,000 in the account because they said they have to have it for security purpose because they can't close the account like that. Anyway, we went over to the Jamaica National because it wasn't far away from where we was. So we went over to the Jamaica National. So when we went into the Jamaica National, then we talk to customer service, we get a ticket, we wait upon the advisor. When the advisor come, him say, we must come in. So when we're going inside to talk to him now, I and Joan sit down. Joan take out a US passport, and Joan said to them, so that she want to open a US account. The advisor on the bank advisor said to Joan, you have a Jamaican ID? No. You have a Jamaican driver license? She said no. The advisor said, look, if it doesn't have a form of Jamaica ID, like a national ID, voter's ID, or a Jamaican passport, or a driver license, you can't open an account in Jamaica because the US passport that you have cannot open the account. What you need to do, you need to get a Jamaica driver license or a Jamaica passport or a national ID. Then you can open an account. But we're going to give you a list of what you need to bring back to the bank to get the account open. If you have a job in the US, we want a copy of your bank statement to show what bank you join, how much money going through your account. We want a pay slip to show that you've been working, and we want a letter from the employee, the person who you're working with. All right. Them said to us, look, what we can do, we will give this list, and when you get those, you can send back the documents to Mr. Pasley. So Mr. Pasley can take it in to the bank, and you can get your account open, and you have the money in your account that you can lodge whatever you want to lodge. Anyway, the advisor said to me, Mr. Pasley, you have an account here with me? And I say, yes. He said to me, sir, give me an ID. I take out my driver's license and I gave it to him. He said, oh, I see you have 2 accounts here. You have a Jamaica currency account and you have a US account. All right. Mr. Hamilton, why you don't put the money in a Mr. Pasley account until we get it sorted out, right? Or we can add it to Mr. Pasley account, right? Or if you want, we can open an account with your Mr. Pasley name, right? So she said, okay, she will put the money in my account and she will add her name to my account. The customer service said to me, all right, Mr. Pasley, take the 190,000 Jamaican dollar up to the cashier and lodge it. And I lodged the 190,000 Jamaican dollar in my US currency account. I get 1,334 US dollars and some cents. That's what I get. I showed the receipt to Joan. Joan said everything is all right. Anyway, it happened as the money where the tenant them know, I go put in the account, which one of the tenants put $20,000, one I put $30,000, and one I put $45,000. That's $95,000 because one of the house at $30,000 a month. That are the house where that rent to the 3 girl at the back, $30,000 a month, and the next house where rent Scott the 1 bedroom for $20,000, so that's $50,000, and the 2-story house that in rent the gentleman and the mother for $45,000, right? So it's $95,000. I will go in the account. All right. When we were there, they never have no tenancy agreement. I said to Joan, I see you can't do things by word of mouth, right? You have to do everything on paper. So we go for we go to Mr. Gray, Lawyer Gray, and we do the tenancy agreement. I will bring back to all of the tenant them. When the rent was start, because all them was paying the rent, everybody paid the rent on a different date. So we, on the tenancy agreement, they get one date when they're supposed to pay every first of the month. Anyway, tenant then get the agreement, then satisfied with the agreement. Before them leave, they was collecting money from the tenant, them and so forth. And I think they stayed there for like 2 months or more than 2 months before they went back to the US, right? So they collect all of the money there before they leave. Anyway, it happened as I said to Joan, said, look, I am not coming down to Barbican and collecting the rent. So best if they can put the money straight into the account, because I am not going to go and collecting the money at Barbican and carry the money to the bank. Because sometimes I would have come down there, and then when we come tenant and on the money, yeah. So make them put the money in the account, send the receipt to you, and send the receipt to me to show that yes, the money going in the account. As a matter of fact, all my account set up, anytime money going on my account, I get notification on my phone. Alright. Joan say, alright. Joan take my bank account number and give it to all I tenant them. So the money I will come in the US account. When the money come in the US account, I get the notification. I lie. No, as the next currency, Jamaica currency account, I get notification. But what they do, they send me a copy of the receipt to show that the money paid. But this money is cut, he always short pay, right? The next people them, we pay the 45,000, they always pay on time. The girl, then pay for the money, but cut fee money always late and fee money always short. that are Anthony Scott. Him do security work right at the plaza. Right beside, I think it is a mother's party. Yeah, I think a mother's party there's somewhere up there that side in half a tree, right, facing the park. Him do security guard here in the car park. Anyway, me and Joan went up to the hair salon. One girl is there, Joan. Tell the girl how she have big salon here just in Palo in America. And the girl said, look, when I come up, I can work with you, man, because I will come spend a little time up there, you know. Because the girl have her own parlor where she have on the plaza, you know. And Joan, I tell you, man, pure big boss Joan Hamilton and make, I tell the girl. That's when me and Joan come out from out of the parlor. I said, Joan, why you tell the woman that? Joan exchange her number, give the girl her number, and take the girl number. So when me put out this video and the girl see the girl, I gonna know, say I'm not lying, me I tell. Anyway, it happened as we leave. We get back to Barbican. When we get back to Barbican, Mr. Hamilton did have some money and then give me the money. I think $100,000 they give to me. So I must keep the money for me. So every time I know our money, they always come to me. When Joan and Mr. Hamilton are going to leave, if we go back to the airport, them don't know how much money I have. Because I use up the money and I don't do it because I don't stay them with it. You know, because while we're there, because I always win like cash pot at the time. Because I buy cash pot, I win like 70,000. Sometimes I win 2 pot a day, 3 pot a day. Yeah, and me and Joan and Mr. Jimmy go back at half a tree and go collect the money, cash the ticket them half a tree. Because we never did know say Mega Mart, we could have gone to Mega Mart and cash the ticket them on Waterloo Road. Because that's nearby Barbican. So we could have easily walk from Barbican and go on Waterloo Road up on Mega Mart there. Right? So we always go back to half a tree, me and Jimmy and Joan Hamilton, and cash me ticket them. Sometimes I give Mr. Jimmy around $2,000 of the money. Right? So me always have money for me because me I win cash pot 3 times a day. You see? So anyway, when we leaving now, to go to the airport, me and Mr. Jimmy and Joan Hamilton, right? Trevor take me to the airport. When we go to the airport, me have the money for me, which is $70,000 me have left out of the money, out of the $100,000, where then give me for keep. Because children come all the time and take this amount of money and that amount of money, so me have $70,000 left. When we at the airport, Mr. Hamilton said to me, say, Carl, you have some money for me? I said, yes. He said, how much money you have for me? I said, I don't know. And when I go in my pocket, I take out the money and give to Mr. Hamilton. Mr. Hamilton count the money. Mr. Hamilton said, good. That's so much money you have for me because every time when I take money from you, we never know so much money left. I think I have about $20,000-$30,000 left back. Right? And Mr. Hamilton take the money from me. Because he said I go buy rum upstairs and buy patty. Pick her up with him. Mr. Hamilton take the money. Mr. Hamilton give me $6,000 out of the money. And he give Mr. Jimmy $3,000. So that's $9,000 out of $70,000. So you have $61,000 left. Right? When they check in and them gone upstairs, that's the time when me and Mr. Jimmy and the driver leave. When we get back to Barbican, me and Mr. Jimmy was staying at the house with me at 21 Federal Road. Right? Anyway, it happened as Joan started to take plane like taxi come to Jamaica now. Joan had the money, you know. Because every time when she come to Jamaica, alright, when she come to Jamaica, the second time when she come now, she came with 3,900 $95. 3,995 US dollars she come with. When she came with the money, she gave it to me. I'm a large money in the US account. Alright. When I lodge the money in the account, Joan, you know, she's a boasters. So the rent money now, she don't make the rent money go in the account. She go to the tenant them and collect the money, and she buy what she want to buy, and she do what she want to do. Yeah. Then she ready to leave. Right? Anyway, when she leave, as soon now the tenant then start put the money in the account. Joan take plane like taxi come to Jamaica. When Joan come to Jamaica, she no carry clothes because she always have her clothes them up her father's house. Right? When Jonah come down, I think it was the third time when Joan coming down. Johnson must come to the airport come meet her. When I left from St. Thomas, I'm going to the airport. When I go to the airport, the flight where Joan says she come from, I see flight come in and Joan come on the flight. I wait. So I see this big fat man sit down right in front of me. Many of us know Joan didn't come away from neither. So anyway, I did until I see a flight come in from Miami. So see flight come in, then two told Mr. Joan come out. When Mr. Joan Hamilton come out at the airport, and when she come out, I walk up and she said, and she see the fat man, here now, the fat man drive a 7-seater, black 7-seater. He was there in the robbery too. Right? Near Anjo. He was there in the robbery. And I'm going to tell you the full story. When Joan come out of the airport, and Joan say, Carl, you alright? I'm say yes. And Joan hug up me and then left and, one Prophet. I saw she called the man Prophet Anjo. Then Joan looked at me and said to me, say, oh, Carl, this is my prophet, you know. So I said, what do you mean by prophet? She said, this is Prophet Anjo, my prophet. Yeah? He come to America all the time and so forth, and he's a prophet. So I said, Joan, if you and your prophet, back away at him, that man a prophet? And Joan go in at the 7-seater, black 7-seater with Anjo come with our next and the driver, then get in at the 7-seater with the luggage and where she come with. When then going at the 7-seater, me said to Joan, I am not coming because she called me in there. I said, look, I don't know them, and I am not going with no stranger where I don't know anything about. And I say to the people at the airport right out on the front, I said, people wanna look here. See she getting into that van. I came here to meet her, right? And see she gone in at the 7-seater with those people. And I start video them. And the people then say, yes, we see. I say, if anything happened to her, I don't respond and I don't business. I don't see it for myself as a witness. And then say, yes. Everybody at the airport say yes. And she go away. I take a bus and I go downtown from the airport. I take a bus from the airport to go downtown. I take a taxi from town and go to St. Thomas. On my way to St. Thomas, I had a phone call from Joan Hamilton because I have the key for the house at Barbican, right? The room key, I have the room key for the house. So anyway, when she went to the house, she couldn't get in. So it seemed like one of the tenant when he Scott, take out the window them and open the door because of that they do all the time. Anyway, can you put your hand through? I think there's a grill there, but you can go through it. You can take out the window blade them because them glass louver window them. And take out the blade and open the window. Anyway, Joan get in at the front room and Joan called me and a ball. I said she's sorry for what happened because she never meant to do it. We go with them and she had begged me to come back. And I must buy some pork and carry when I come back. Anyway, that time I that Marant Bay. Alright. Me I wave my mind. Cause I was waiting on taxi to go to York. Cause I York me live. Anyway, it happened that I wave my mind, that's alright then. Let me go back because I have the key for the house. And she go and go in the room. I even though the sofa did there. So in the sofa she not. So when I reach Yellas, I ask the driver to stop so I can get a piece of pork for her. And I buy, I think a 2 pound of pork I buy. And I carry. Go give to her. And she cry and she cry and she go down and she begged me and she said she's sorry for what happened. You know, she's not going to make it happen again. But everything that woman do, I saw wicked people stay there, always cry. And I said they're sorry. Anyway, it happened that time I see all of these red flags, I'm still staying on Jones' stupidness them. Alright, it happened over there and so forth we start going around. There's a lady who live next door. She said the lady work at TVJ and her father give her some money for give to the lady. The father said she must give it the lady but some money for him. So she said to me, we must go draw some money at the bank and give it to her so she can give the lady the money. And she needs some money to give to somebody else and she need to buy some things. Anyway, she said we draw $40,000. We draw the $40,000 from out of the US account and give to her. Over there and so forth and yeah. She said to me, me turn to her. I said, Joan, it is coming on to my time to put on my event and I want to apply to Corporate Jamaica, which is Jamaica Tourist Board and you know, the sponsor them where I can get sponsored for my event. So, you know, I need to get a place to keep my event. She said to me,